race. Joining me now is Florida Congressman Michael Waltz, a member of both the House Intelligence and Armed Services Committees. Congressman, it's good to see you this morning. I want to get to foreign policy with you, but First, give us your take on this, because James Comer sent a letter to President Biden a long time ago, March of last year. And in that letter, he says the committee has accounted for over $24 million that has flowed from foreign sources to you, your family, and their business associates. The committee has identified no legitimate services to merit such lucrative payments. You've repeatedly denied playing any role in your family's business activity, but the committee has amassed evidence, including bank accounts, bank records, witness testimony that contradicts your position on these matters. Joe Biden has not responded. Is this all going away now that Joe Biden stepped out of the race?
No, Maria, it's not. We have a duty to pursue this on committee, and I give Chairman Comer a lot of credit for continuing to just chase the facts. And the end of the day, Hunter Biden was used as a foreign agent. He's in violation of the Foreign Agent Registrations Act to influence policy with Joe Biden, and Joe Biden was complicit. So not only is he guilty of money laundering, not only should he be charged with tax evasion, which finally, thanks to the committee's work, he is being charged with, but he acted as a foreign agent. And this isn't from New Zealand or the United Kingdom. This is from Russia, from China, from our adversaries, and from corrupt officials all over the world. Biden knew, and just as Harris, or just as the people around Biden knew that he was inept and incompetent and incapable of doing the job, they also knew that all of this was going on. And we're going to continue to pull that thread, and politics be damned. We're going to get to the truth, and we're going to expose it to the American people.
Wow, that's just pretty incredible, by the way. I want to get your take on what's going on in these plots to assassinate President Trump. There's an assassination task force, and we know that a Pakistani man with ties to Iran has been charged with a plot to carry out a political assassination on President Trump. What can you tell us about this?
Well, here's the problem, Maria, is we are getting more and more visibility on all the Secret Service failures that happened around Butler, Pennsylvania. But not a single person has been disciplined, has even been suspended pending the investigation. They're out still doing security today. On top of that, you have multiple assassination plots from the Iranians. This Pakistani national was recruiting females as spotters. He had recruited hitmen and had made a down payment. He was even recruiting protesters as a distraction. And yet the Department of Justice, when they unveiled the indictment, didn't even name Trump as the target. They tried to soft pedal it and just say, oh, it was a politician. So this wasn't an isolated incident in Butler, PA. These plots from Iran are ongoing. And when Biden says nothing, Harris says nothing, the DOJ tries to bury it, what message does Iran get? They get that we can keep trying to take Trump out and have no consequences. They tried to hack his campaign, or did hack his campaign this week. They're trying to kill him. And we know from the intelligence community, Iran doesn't want Trump back. Why? Because he held them accountable. And you overlay that with how has Biden and Harris treated Iran. Well, Iran knows that they're sympathizers. Just last week, we had 6 American soldiers get sent to critical condition after our bases had been attacked once again. And what has Harris said? Nothing. What has Biden said? Nothing. What Trump knows, what Bibi Netanyahu knows, is sometimes you have to escalate and punch the bully in the mouth in order to de-escalate. Biden-Harris continues to appease Iran, and the Middle East is on fire because of it.
Oh, so many issues there to discuss. I mean, you know, number one, on the assassination attack on July 13th, it's amazing to me that here we are almost a month later, and we don't know many details at all about the plot to take down President Trump. We know so much about a plot to attack America or attack the concert of Taylor Swift. By the way, we know a lot of details on that, and that happened just a week and a half ago. We still don't have much detail on what took place in the epic security failures of the Secret Service on July 13th.
Yeah, the FBI and the Secret Service are moving at a snail's pace with this investigation. And I certainly have encouraged the task force. We need to get in their spaces. We need to see their data. We need to see these encrypted accounts that he had in 3 different countries, in Belgium, in New Zealand, and in Germany. What was that all about? There's so much to get to the bottom of, but the plots are ongoing, Maria. Trump is still out there.
Right. Before you go, real quick, Congressman, this commission formed by Congress releasing a report, the Commission on the National Defense Strategy, a 132-page report that the security environment is incredibly dangerous right now for America, that the U.S. is being outpaced by China, the commission noted, estimating that Beijing is spending at least $711 billion annually on defense, rising to meet Washington's $900 billion annual defense budget. And the report concludes that if there were a conflict between the U.S. against China and Russia, the U.S. would lose. What do you want to say about the U.S. military today?
We have to have President Trump back as commander-in-chief, period. And he has to put a team in that will clean house in the Pentagon, start firing people, and start demanding results. And the last thing America could survive is another 4 years, after 4 years of Biden, is to get Harris in there with Waltz sitting next to her that's lied about his record. The troops know the difference in a master sergeant and sergeant major. They know when called, you got to go to combat. You can't abandon your troops. And the only person in the room with any military experience has turned out to be a fraud in terms of his record. So we've got to get President Trump back as commander-in-chief, period.
Congressman, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks very much. Florida Congressman Michael Waltz. Thank you, sir. Quick